Well, good afternoon Internet and welcome to the first part of What's on the Rack here at Destination Venus underneath the stairs at the Everyman Cinema in Harrogate. It is one heck of a week this Valentine's week. We've got a whole bunch of good stuff to do, so we're going to break it down into 6 or 7 short segments just so you don't get bored with the sound of my voice. Although, of course, such a thing can hardly be possible. So what have we got? Well, we've got the final part of 3 Keys. Beautiful cover. This is our cover of the week, in fact. It's been an interesting ride. The cover art different from the interior art. The interior art is pretty darn good as well, I would have said. I've really enjoyed this, and sorry to see it finish. It'll be out in trade, of course, so if you missed it in singles, you can come and get it in singles because we still have it. But you know the trade will be out soon, so you could possibly wait for that. I don't know. Then we have Art Brut, which again I have been absolutely loving. I read this when it first came out. It was first published a few years ago as The Electric Sublime. I think it managed 3 issues. It's been remastered, it's been re-edited, it's been redone, and it is fantastic in its utterly surrealness. Really interesting take on the possibilities of living inside art. Then we have Avengers Forever, and then we have The Last Barbarians. Now, if you play D&D, you will know how important it is to have a class, to be something, a mage, a bard, a barbarian, something. Here we have a character who can do almost everything, but she doesn't have an official class. She's not a member of a guild. And in that world, that means you are less than nothing. A beautiful, beautiful art. Just look at that. And unutterably gorgeous covers. So that's issue 1 out right now this week. You might want to jump on board this. It's great. Speaking of things that are great, I cannot tell you how much I have been loving Batgirls. The art's a little bit Marmite, certainly the cover art. The interior art is different again. I like them both, actually. I have made no secret of how much I love my Batgirls. Barbara, Cassie, Steph, I don't care. They're all amazing. Their series so far, this is issue 15, has been sublime, and it just keeps getting better. Then, speaking of things that just keep getting better, we have Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 3. This is essentially a comic book continuation of the wonderful 90s Batman Adventures cartoon series, which I adore, and so does everybody else who's ever loved a cartoon, really, I think. I wish they'd stuck a little bit more closely to the cartoon art style, but that's just me. And then finally, for this segment, we have Batman Incorporated issue 5. This has been a fun ride as well, as the various members of the Bat team from around the world get highlighted in a truly global adventure. So, we'll be back in a bit with the second part of What's on the Rack, but we're going to be too long for Instagram if we keep going any further, so we'll see you in a bit. Until we do, be kind to yourself, be kind to everybody else. Above all else, stay geeky. We'll see